Greetings YouTube, welcome back to the channel. The set looks a little darker than usual because I wanted it to reflect my emotional state this afternoon after commentating the strangest crystal opening. If you haven't seen it, it broke me. I just don't get it. I didn't get it, I'll never get it. Basically, to set things up, this man explored 7.3, Mr. James Bond. He eventually, first off, it's worth noting that he started out with really good 6-star luck. We're talking about Odin, and then right after Odin, let's just play the video. You go from getting Odin, who's a really, really good champ, especially in terms of synergy, shout out to Hela, and then Apocalypse for the first time. It's really hard to beat that. I mean, if he opened his 2 6-star Nexus crystals and got Odin and Apocalypse from both, that would be a fantastic opening. Totally worth his time to fully explore 7.3. So at this point, I'm commentating the video and I'm thinking, okay, what am I going to call this? Because, of course, I always want to give you a reason to click, but I also want it to be, sometimes it's actually fun to lessen the expectations and have you be surprised. It's better to under-promise and over-deliver than over-promise and under-deliver. I feel like in the worst sense of the word, clickbait is when you've been baited into thinking that you're going to watch a video that isn't able to deliver on what you hoped it would. And I honestly try my best, from thumbnails to titles, to create things that, if anything, give you an extra incentive to click. Like, oh, Prof said this is going to be good, maybe it's great. So I went from thinking like I might undersell this and then hopefully the person watches this and is like, wow, that was incredible. But all of it changed when first we looked at Nexus number 1. Oh, by the way, Vulture was his 3rd 6-star, which was the worst of the 3, but still, he's buffed, whatever. I personally in this would have chosen Venom, but I had a feeling a lot of people would disagree, and I think it's split. Like, it almost feels like it's 50-50. Some of you actually would have Awakened Crossbones. If anything, this is like a 33-33-33 split. I would have been on the side of Venom. Mama Bear would have been too, for obvious reasons. But a lot of you would have chosen Jabari Panther over Venom, which he ends up doing, or Crossbones. So at this point, I'm like, okay, Jabari Panther over Venom because he goes back and forth and back and forth. Like, that's not that surprising. But then we got here. And some of you thought, well, maybe he's going to awaken Taskmaster. But Mole Man, and my man Evan Peterson likes to say this as well, and I trust him more than I trust myself in this game. Like I say, Mole Man is a top 5 skill champion. When you have a 6-star Mole Man appear, or some people call him a Mole God, you've won. But this man wanted to do something crazy. I asked him after I recorded this video, why did you do this? His answer, quite shadily, was, I wanted to break the internet. That is the most Joker thing, and I know it's a DC reference, and this is a Marvel Contest of Champions channel. That's the most Joker kind of reference I've ever. He said he didn't care for Mole Man. Now, my thought is, because there have been times where I haven't cared for a champion. Now, personally, I'm not speaking for him. I'm speaking for myself here. If I don't care for a champion, it's usually because I suck with them. Like, I don't care for Taskmaster because I don't know how to use him. It doesn't mean he's bad. It just means I don't know how to use him, so I can't fully appreciate him because I don't have the knowledge or the patience or the skill to use him. I actually don't really know that much about Mole Man other than he's amazing, but I trust people who have cleared so much content with him. And so I thought this was the most obvious miracle 3rd quadrant ever. But eventually, if we fast forward, he chooses OG Iron Man over Mole Man. So he said he wanted to break the internet with this. He is currently at work. And part of his fun today will be scrolling through the comment section just to see how much he broke people's mind. He wanted to be the poster child for trolling. And there was a comment on the last video that said, it's not worth this much to troll. Apparently it was to him. I still will never get it. I think he will, in some degree, regret it in the future. But this is the ultimate example of, I've got this guy I watch on YouTube. I want to submit something that I think will really be memorable for his channel because he's uploaded 7,000 plus videos. and this is a way to leave my historic mark. I will be referring to this video forever, for better or for worse. I'll say I don't agree with that decision, but at least it wasn't OG Iron Man over Mole Man. He also did say what I hypothesized, that when in doubt, he believes and he hopes that OG Iron Man will get a buff. I say to that, maybe he will, but do we trust Kabam at this point to really give a God tier or beyond God tier buff when we've seen them screw up so many champions with a buff, the latest being Guillotine? I don't. Maybe he'll be a new version of the Hood, which takes 2 different cycles of buffs to make it pretty good as an improvement. I don't know. All I know is his official explanation was he wanted to be breaking the internet as the most legendary troll of all time on my channel. And congratulations, James Bond. You turned into a Bond villain and succeeded. From now on, James, you will be referred to as the #1 troll in the history of my channel. Congratulations. What is your reward? The comment section of your videos.